Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. Yes, what a juicy day it has been already, man. We are at $1.24 per XRP. You guys noticing this? Things are going properly. Things are finally going the right way again. Yes, guys, I've been looking at this all morning, all day, and damn, oh damn, is this exciting to see. So, in real quick percentages, we've already risen about 30 freaking 6% in this last little couple of hours. It's almost too crazy to even imagine, I think. You know, sometimes when you think about this, it's really odd, in my opinion, how things are really changing nowadays. It's like, you can make freaking 40% in a couple of hours. Yesterday, we were talking about buying the dip. Look at how that has caught us. Whew, it is really strange, in my opinion, to see that. This looks freaking great. Looks freaking great. So yeah, let's quickly talk about what exactly we are expecting for XRP. What are we expecting for Bitcoin? What we're expecting in general. Because I would say, guys, things are looking beautiful. But then again, let's quickly say here, nothing is certain. We are not certain about anything right now because it's a pretty crazy time. There's a lot of manipulation going on, and they most likely want to take you out of your money. I'm really convinced on that note. So, yeah. Having said that, guys, if you're watching right now, let me quickly know where you are watching from. Right now, for me, it is about 3:20 p.m. And let me know in the chat box where you are watching from. And also, make sure you press the like button. Right now, we are at 40 likes with 200 people watching. Make sure you press that like button. Let's get to at least 100 likes. We can easily do that. See London, Philippines, Sweden, Lebanon. Yeah, Lessa says, I love this pump, but it's very crazy charts, non-predictable. To be honest here, there's a couple things which we can talk about regarding the price. However, the bigger picture here is so difficult to say. It is so difficult that I will not even attempt to really give you guys a certain answer because there's a higher probability of being wrong. And I don't want to do that in this case here. Also, by the way, have you guys seen this? Just came out 4 seconds ago. Looking forward to Jamie Dimon publicly admitting he was wrong about Bitcoin. Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan. You guys all know it, right? Really big bank. And they've now publicly announced that they're going to be getting into crypto. It's only waiting for him to, Jamie Dimon to just say he was wrong. You guys are saying it's a bull trap. To be honest, there's two scenarios. It's like I explained in the previous video. Two main scenarios. This was either a bear trap on a short-term perspective. On a longer-term perspective, this is basically the bear trap. There's this whole trapping ordeal here we're going to pump from right now. Or, once more, on a other, I don't know what else perspective you want to kind of call it, this is a bull trap. On a daily, we did not get any confirmation of the trend reversing. We right now have one candle breaking out of the trend line that we've witnessed since April 14th. We have a huge breakout, as you can clearly see. But that could turn out to be just a wick, right? We want this to close positively on the, the UTC general. Let's quickly go to UTC. We want this to close bullishly. That's what we want to see this. So that's about, I don't know, let's say about 12 hours from now-ish. Right now, we're about halfway through the day. And after that, we want another confirmation candle afterwards. That one might be small, that one might be big. It doesn't really matter. We want it to confirm. But as of it stands right now, we are pumping and we are breaking out. Once more, we are right now breaking out of the trend line, and whether or not this will be confirmed and whether or not this will actually be the reversal is not certain. People asking in the chat, should we buy Xrp right now, are the guys who have crazy weak hands most likely. If you didn't buy Xrp just now at like 90 or so cents, what is going on then? Because what I believe here is a lot of the people watching are too scared to buy the bottom, but when things are pumping, they want to buy again. What is that mentality? That's the wrong type of mentality to have. At least in my opinion. But let's wait for two things. Let's wait for the daily close here. We want a big green candle here because that once more literally signifies a breakout. That more so kind of confirms that this was just a trap for all those bears to get them out and just a lot of manipulation for the weak hands. It does confirm also the theory we've talked about earlier with just basically the people being right now in disbelief. Let's go quickly to Michael van der Poppe. Let me quickly see if I can find him. Michael van der no. What the frick is his name on this? Michael van der Poppe. Maybe this guy? Yeah, here we go. All right, so he posted a couple days ago. One interesting thing, he, by the way, doesn't ever talk about Xrp, but that does not matter. He posted, I'm wondering where it is right now. Let's quickly check it out. As stated, I've returned my car for a new one. Bear market things. I love it. I love it. So when the bear market hits, all of a sudden the Lambos are all gone, and this is going to be the car we're all going to be driving again, boys. I love it. I feel it. No, but let me quickly see here. He posted one thing. For example, this one, people are so fast in saying that the market is in a bear market when we're just witnessing correction that's not even that strong. Once more, it's not even that heavy. Right now, Bitcoin is looking juicy. XP is looking juicy. Let me see, though, damn it, guys, why can I not find it? He basically posted yesterday something about how we are in a disbelief phase. Okay, I'm kind of stupid right now. I guess I will not be able to find it. I wanted to see his disbelief type of little point here, but he posts so much freaking stuff, it's too difficult to find. I'll close it for right now. Let me quickly type it in. Disbelief. Alright, here we go. I have found it already. That was a lot easier. So this was the article from earlier. It says, is Bitcoin bull market over? Analyst Michael van der Poppe says traders are in disbelief. And what you're noticing right here is the crypto trader cheat sheet. We talked about this one yesterday, right? You guys have all seen it most likely. And by the way, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you smash that like button. There's 450 people watching and we're just at 80 likes. Let's get to at least 100. And you're helping me out so much, man, by pressing that little button. So why not, right? It doesn't hurt you at all, I think. So, so why not support the channel? Now, so the crypto trader cheat sheet basically talks about disbelief, and disbelief has two sides, where basically this is, of course, the whole bull market. This is kind of still the bull market until it turns kind of somewhere into a bear market. Most likely here, the bear market's really, really there, and then things start to just go sideways for a little while. It also says here, peak is maximum financial risk, through is maximum financial opportunity, recovery is success and well-being. In a contraction and an expansion. The problem which I often see as well is that you guys ask when things are at this peak. It's like when people ask me, yo, should I buy? Right? And specifically right now, XRP has gone up so ridiculously much. If you're buying it right now, while it's already up 40% throughout this little morning section, you're doing something really wrong. I'm not saying it is completely wrong, but it's a lot scarier than buying once it was dipping. Right now, it's just a harder entry. I wouldn't personally buy it now because I've already bought the dip and I'm waiting for something crazy to happen. We're waiting for some confirmation. And if there's, for example, another confirmation candle afterwards, we're going to maybe go heavier into our long positions or our buys. For right now, though, we are observing really closely and we are excited. Don't get me wrong. Uh-oh. Did I just... Did I just close the live stream? Let me quickly see here. I accidentally pressed the whole thing away. Did I stop the live stream? Are we still good, boys? I accidentally pressed the live stream away. I clicked it off. Are we still live? I'm not sure. I can't see you guys anymore. Oh, okay. You guys are saying we're good. Okay. That was scary. You died for a second? Yeah, I just pressed the live stream. I don't know what. I was using my trackpad here to see if the frames were dropping because we dropped a couple of frames. And then I accidentally, maybe, I don't know, pressed something and the live stream was all of a sudden gone. But we good. All right. Hey, thank you, M. Azem, always supporting with the $4. All right, let's quickly see what you guys are saying. Some buffering, but it's okay now. Yeah, again, I pressed it away by accident, guys. I'm so sorry about that. All right, let's quickly see. So, talking about that article once more, it's basically the question, are we in this disbelief or are we in this disbelief, right? Number 1 and number 13. I'm going to say 80% of the people here think we're in this one, where it's just a fake out. We've literally gone to a top, came down. People are really afraid because they're like, oh, we really can't go up further, right? We really can't. All that whiny stuff. And then, again, the bigger run is going to happen. Then again, it could have also been that this whole euphoria, for example, was when the things like SafeMoon started to pop off, things started to do well. And then right now we're basically coming down to either a point like this, for example, or just dipping down further. Or really just a point here where it's like, we keep going up. We went too high. Right now we're coming back down a little bit. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to fall for this one again. I'm not really, taking this risk once more. Not really going for it. Yeah, we really went through all these phases as well throughout the last couple of weeks here. It's really funny, I guess. How usually this is supposed to be a whole market cycle, but it's also kind of the thought of everybody. You guys get it too? Like, disbelief is like, oh, fake out. Then hope, oh, we're reversing. Optimism, like the surge is real, we're actually pumping up. Then belief is like, oh, I'm going all in. Then thrill is adding adding more dollars, I'm just making money. Euphoria is, I'm a genius, Lambo time. This is where people think it can go wrong. Then a little bit later, I'm freaking stupid in the head. A little bit later, I just accidentally saved this picture because I'm clicking bad sometimes. Complacency is like, oh, it's just a healthy correction, right? Oh, which might also be the case right now. Then anxiety is, oh, it's still dipping. Oh, should I get out? Then a little bit later, it's like, the bulls will fight back because you're in denial that this is really over. A little bit later, it's like, why are the markets so merciless? A couple, days later, a couple hours later, a couple weeks later, we don't know. A little bit later even, it's like, okay, we fought down more. Panic, should I get out? Which a lot of you guys have witnessed too. Then a little bit later, it's like, oh, I give up. I'll sell all my crypto, or I'll just give up with carrying. A little bit later, it's like, no, I'm not falling for it this time again. You don't buy into the big rush because you're like, no, it's not going to pump this time, right? Something like that. I also often like to quote the guys who said, haha, I warned you guys all at Bitcoin at $3,000 that it was never going to be something. Ha, if only you listened, you wouldn't have lost money. I like that. It's like, okay, even if crypto starts to do bad from here, even if, right, worst case scenario, Bitcoin hit $60,000. It's really insane to start to think about that. So anybody who got into crypto before, like, let's say last month, has made money. But yeah, we're still pumping up. We're still zooting, by the way. Look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. This exactly is what I wake up to, everybody. This is what So we went to record the last episode at, what was it like? Maybe like 3 a.m. So things already popped off because one of my other videos was recorded like at 10. So when we just reversed, right? You guys all saw it as well because, again, it was a recording. But back then it was already up 20%. Right now, waking up, it's already up again another freaking 11% from that. Or in total, oh, my day is freaking 35% in total, dude. Oh, it's unimaginable, really, for myself. We hit freaking 28 cents on this one. And how much did we hit here? Let's quickly check it out as well. Yeah, we also hit 28 freaking cents. $1.28 with Xrp just now. Let's go, Dusty. Let's go, Ono. Let's go. Let's go. Frank says, I'll be bald within the next year because of this vitality. I think you mean volatility. I don't know. I'm not sure if you mean vitality or volatility, but yeah. To be honest, if you're really worried about the price, as I've explained multiple times, this might not be something for you. Because I've also said in Twitter, I'm chilling. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good every single day. Even if we come back down, I'm feeling great. Because I know where this technology is heading. I know Ripple is not going to... Okay, let's call it differently. XRP is not going to come out negatively from this lawsuit. And I just can't not be involved with all of that. It's so freaking stupid, in my opinion, to not hold any crypto. I don't know. I can't really feel as if that would be a good strategy for anybody. Specifically XRP, it has such a huge chance of winning this lawsuit. That could be so amazing. Why would I then waste that opportunity by not having it? It's so stupid. Then again, guys, make sure you understand one thing. I'm not only holding XRP. I will never tell you that you should only hold XRP because that would be stupid. You guys get it, right? I just think XRP specifically is a really good bet. Lussa says already bald, so nothing to lose. I guess that's a good that's a good point to have. Let's quickly see. Bitcoin markets record deepest retracement since Black Thursday by Raoul Pal. With Bitcoin's relative strength indicators slumping to levels not seen since March of 2020, Black Thursday's crash, Raoul Pal asserts Bitcoin is overdue for a bounce. So, Bitcoin is nearly as oversold as it was in March 2020, so about 1 year ago, and that is pretty interesting if you start to think about it, right? That we are coming to those levels which really sparked one of the biggest rallies, scratch that, the biggest rally in crypto prices to date. So, March 2020, of course, was the prime of the CV19. Let's not say that too loud on YouTube. And that was basically where the RSI, the relative strength indicator, showing, overbought, oversold territories for crypto or anything, really, any asset. Their level was at about, let's say, 13, 10, something like that. Right now, on a 1 year perspective, no. Let's quickly check it out. He's using 2020 to 2012. He's basically showing the last year. But how long on the candles? Period 14. I've never used this platform before in my life. Maybe it's just 1 day. Guess this kind of feels like a day. Yeah. March to June. I guess, yeah, let's just say it's 1 day. I mean, I'm not exactly sure where to check it out here, to be honest with you. It's about 1 year. You guys know exactly where it says it? I'm going to assume that this is a 1 day. Let's assume it's one day. That would be most logical. It's a little bit strange, this little chart that this man has. But then again, the RSI is also coming down here again, which shows oversold. So once below 30, we often consider it oversold. Once we are above 70, we often consider it overbought. And right now it's coming closer, 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 itching to that level in March 2020, which really was the start of a lot of good, a lot of beautiful. Then regarding this little section right here, it was really crazy that this happened earlier this morning, right? It's like we got a huge breakout towards the downside, basically repeating the triangle breakout to the downside. And now, boom, after that, basically a fake out. We saw a huge surge happening, retesting our previous levels right now. That is what we're entering. That is what we're testing. It's really fun to see how we just also, we surged like crazy. On Bitcoin, this move was worth 14% in a couple of hours for Bitcoin. Is one of the craziest things we've seen in a very good while. This is really freaking heavy. Wow, this is something you don't see too often, guys. A freaking 14% move in Bitcoin in such a short amount of time is really something heavy. You don't see this too often, and of course, altcoins are reacting to it too. But let's quickly note here for ourselves. When did altcoins bottom? Okay, 11. This is also, okay, so this is the 10, this is 4 hour. Let's quickly see which bottomed first, because that is once more maybe to confirm our theories about the bull market for altcoins. Okay, so it boomed within, or dimmed within 11:30. Okay, same thing for here. Let's go to a 5 minute. For Bitcoin, 5 minute. So Xrp hit its lowest at about 23.40. Bitcoin hit its lowest at about 23.40 as well. Okay, so there's really, I guess, a complete correlation here, huh? It's really just, we can't say anything else about it. It went down 40 and it went up again 45. Same thing for Bitcoin. However, Xrp actually was going down a little bit more significantly a couple minutes before that, as you can clearly see here. Then again, of course, the percentages are also heavier, but it basically bottomed out at the same point, so we can't really attach too much to that one. Same thing most likely for Ethereum, as you can already kind of see here. On the Ethereum pair, everybody on Patreon most likely knows, everybody on YouTube most likely knows, Ethereum is one of the best assets to buy in a time like this. If you're unsure about whole Biden's tax plan or you're unsure about crypto in general, Ethereum right now is a freaking huge bet. I'm not really the biggest Ethereum fan because I do think it's pretty stupid. It's not really that great. It's not really that good for the environment, anything like that. Then again, it's a really huge bet right now as we speak. Then again, guys, make sure we have one thing clear. We can come back down right now. Please don't think this is just breakout galore. We're going to make a ton of money right now. It's going to pump like crazy. Yeah. On a 1 hour basis, we surged, we boomed out with confirmation. On a 4 hour basis, we even surged with confirmation. This is something which I would buy. This is literally, I tell you guys all the time what my setups look like, right? If you have a trend line in this case here, you get a breakout with a confirming candle on a 4 hour time frame. I always buy it with leverage. No, I'm going to say 95% of the time whenever I see it. This is a buy, always. And again, you can see how it works, right? We have a little bit of a short term but lasting downtrend, or downward sloping channel, and that's exactly where we buy because we got some confirmation, and that is how you make money in the stock or in the crypto market, I guess. These types of trades are usually what I like to take, and it's also because I like to more so long than short in a bull market. So I wouldn't really have too many good short setups for you. For example, here, it's really difficult to short somewhere because you don't necessarily know if it's going to bounce again or what, but I would just not take a long because it didn't get confirmation here nor anywhere else, right? This is the first time we got confirmation in a couple of days here, the first real sign of bullishness in a really long time here, and I would take that gladly. But again, on a daily perspective, we might actually want to, use this one even further, because if we get confirmation on the daily, I'll be even more excited about the big reversal here to happen. Thoughts on another dump, says Sylvan. I mean, it's always possible, specifically with the current situation where crypto is in right now, with Biden's tax plans and the whole China ordeal with the centrality and whatnot, and some incoming, I guess, afraidness of regulation. On the other side of things, man, we just saw JP Morgan kind of say, hey, we as a big bank are going to be, buying crypto for our institutional clients, or for our, clients in general. It's another really bullish thing for crypto right now. There's so much good stuff happening that, in my opinion, it outshadows the bad by a long shot. So, is a dip happening? Well, let's wait and see. We are more prone to have a new dip here than to come upwards because we made a lower low for Bitcoin. And what exactly is going to push it upwards, right? Well, I would say there's really no confirmation towards that side. What would it push it upwards? Well, that's the same kind of driving pressure that's pushing it downwards. It's like right now we're in a really big predicament. And since we've already gone up about 20%, it's usual to expect a little bit of a correction before we move upwards higher. Then again, who really knows, right? Who really knows? It's so freaking difficult to say right now, guys. But, what the best strategy is, in my opinion, is... Oh, wait, somebody says, is that JP Morgan news today's news? Yes, JP Morgan put it up today, early today somewhere. I have a video coming on it later. It's just basically them saying, hey, we're going to, buy crypto for our clients. Let me type it in, CryptoPanic. So my best strategy, let's not deviate from the subject, is if you are new to crypto, here you go, for example. JP Morgan will reportedly launch an actively managed Bitcoin fund to private clients. If you are new to crypto, my special creme de la creme type of plan is buy some of the cryptos that you think are juicy, where you allocate a good part to solid crypto and a very small part, maybe a 10%, maybe a 5% to some freaking gems/stupid altcoins. And stupid altcoins might consist of SafeMoon, Doge, and whatever, because you might want to be involved with some coins that have more 1,000 times potential than some of the coins that are already in the top 5 or top 10, right? So, yeah. With that said, really important to understand, you might already have some exposure towards crypto. You might want to get some more. Then things become a little bit more difficult, because I would personally say, okay, you know what? Wait for some dips like we just witnessed and grab yourself some Xrp whilst it's under $1. Right? And we got the chance to do that for a little while right here. You all saw it. It was last night. So you guys were all here. You've most likely not started watching the channel right now, right? No, you most likely didn't. So, yeah, if you didn't buy it below $1, then what are you really doing, right? If you're looking now at Xrp deciding whether or not to buy, you're buying it whilst it's already up almost 40% since last night. So, Jordan Taylor says in the chat here, I'm new to crypto. I bought a lot of at all-time high. You learn from your mistakes. To be honest, you learn a lot from your mistakes. Definitely, the longer you are in crypto, the more you'll learn, as anybody would usually be able to tell. It's the most, the most usual thing there. But one of my things, which I'm always trying to teach you guys as well, is the things that I learned throughout here, is you should not wait for the best opportunity to buy in a bull market. As long as it's not confirmed that the bear market is here, it's better to just buy and be down a little bit than not buy at all. Even right now, if you're completely new, I would just say, man, if you, for example, have $1,000, you're like, should I buy some crypto? Just buy some and then readjust later. As long as you don't put all your money in at once, because you might want to readjust, that's all completely fine. I would just say be involved with crypto and then see. Your actual precise position doesn't really matter that much. But let's say you entered the crypto space a week ago or so. 1.5 weeks ago, you bought Xrp at $1.96. So you're down about, let's say, 40% of your money. You're hating yourself right now. You're stomping your head. You're really scared. What I would say is, okay, since you probably have some money too at $2, probably have some... Wait, somebody says... Dusty, would you tell you this too if he wasn't worried about being sued? I'm not actually worried about being sued at all. I mean, to be honest, you can do whatever you freaking want, right? None of this financial advice is always a disclaimer. You guys should always know that. And the majority of people, I'm going to say 99.9% no, and the other people who don't know should read the disclaimer then. If you're thinking somebody like me can just literally give you financial advice, there's also something wrong in your brain, I think. Because you guys don't know, all we're doing here is just theoretical talks of what I would do, and what you do is all up to you. I'm just giving my thoughts on the situation. I would say if your buy was at about $1.90 average, then a better strategy, let's say a new strategy would be, okay, let's look for an opportunity to at least half that. And in your brain should be, you should be analyzing all the freaking charts right now. You're seeing, hey, my buy was $1.90 for Xrp for a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago. Okay, what could I do to get my average price lower? That is to buy the dip. So would you buy some right here? Well, logically you should, because if you bought at $1.90, you bought at $1.50, well, boom, your average price is now about $1.75. Then again, you might not have all the money in the world. So what do? You wait. You've already bought here, hating yourself. I never like selling crypto, right? You guys know it. I don't like selling crypto, specifically never at a loss. If I ever sell crypto at a loss, it's most likely for a very good reason. Like, for example, one of my cryptos called Encash. I lost 1 Bitcoin because of Encash, and I still hate myself for it. So, I'm teaching you guys a lesson for that one too. What I do is, whenever I buy a crypto too high, I just wait. Right here. boom, we get a chance to buy Xrp at $1. I use that chance. And I might not go completely all out. I might want to keep some money left, right? I might, for example, let's say about $1,000 worth here. I might just buy, again, $500 worth. Because, again, $1,000 has now halved to about, let's say, 500. I can buy it for another 500. And again, I'm up at $1,000 again with an average price of, let's say, right around here, $1.40 maybe. You're still down a little bit, yes, but you're in such a better position. Again, you're down on more money. Then in the end, though, you're just looking a lot better. I don't know how to express it here, guys. It's just so logical in my head that I cannot see how people don't get the same type of mindset. It is all about the average price if you're thinking for that term. In the end, it's mostly about getting involved with crypto just as a whole instead of the average price. Like, let's say from this perspective. The most important thing is being involved with crypto. And then the second most important thing, I guess, is that you're certain about your holdings. The third and most important thing is that you have a good average price. Not a good entry price, not a good first entry. That doesn't really matter too much, as long as you adjust throughout the road. Let's see it like this, guys. Let's say you bought here and here alone. Right now you're down. Well, maybe you're down short term. You could have, for example, bought here. Let's say you didn't do that though. Even if you were to buy right now, your average price is still lowered. And if you bought it right here, you're most likely bullish on Xrp. So if you're buying it here, all you're doing is getting your average price lower, so you have more room to grow towards the upside. If you bought it at $1.90 and right now it's $1.20, and all of a sudden you've lost all your faith, then why did you buy it at $1.90? What's going on then? So from that perspective, the most important thing once more is just being involved. It doesn't really matter where you buy because we're long term anyway. Second most important thing is that you're certain, because if you are an afraid type of guy, all this crypto stuff might not be your thing. Because right now, again, guys, we all know, and you all should know, we might get another dip here. It might go even lower. It might. You've now seen some strength, though, in the charts. You've seen there is buying pressure. There are people who want to get this going. There were a lot of people putting their money on exchanges recently as well. There is pressure. But you never know in the end if things are going to pop off properly, right? For the short term. You know, long term, we all know if Ripple wins this lawsuit, we're going to go crazy. But short term, it's really hard. All right, let's quickly see, guys. There's 1,150 people watching this stream, but we are only at 100 likes. Let's at least get to 300. I'll be waiting here. I'll be watching right now. I'm watching the likes go up. If you haven't pressed the like button just quite yet, make sure you quickly press it. Help out the channel. Why not? It doesn't hurt you at all. It helps me out. It helps the video perform a little bit better for the homies, right? So make sure you press a little homie like button. We are at 288. We are at 300. Let's get to 500. You guys are insane. That was really quick. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, you guys are crazy, man. Oh, damn. Woo. That is nutty. That is nutty. All right, and then also one thing you have to watch is that the likes don't go down again. Because right now we are at 374. But fun fact is that if you watch it, let's watch it, right? In like 20 minutes from now, it's going to be at 200 again because YouTube takes them off again. And is there any Xrp Discord channel? Yes, we have a Discord with nearly 13,000 people. So if you want to join that one, I will link it for you guys right now. It's in my description, but I'll link it for you as well. This is the Discord. I'm always in there. There's 13,000 people. So there's the Discord link. It's in the chat box right now. All right, where are you located, Dusty? We are right now in Amsterdam, right as we speak right now. Let's quickly ask you once more. Where are you guys all watching from right now? Where are you guys all watching from right now? And the link down below for Bybit is basically the exchange that I use. It's pinned. Bybit is just the exchange I use for leverage trading. It works like a charm. It's scary, and I'm making a guide on it pretty soon here. But if you do want to also support the channel, because there is a low commission, of course. Obviously, if you trade something, I get something for it, which is a good part. I've also negotiated for some really cool competitions for you guys only, and you should just check it out. Link is down below. If you're from the UK or US, make sure you use VPN, by the way, a little side note. Just follow it on Twitter as well. Yeah, there's also the Twitter, of course, the DustyBC. Let's quickly check out what Raul Paul here said, actually. He was talking about the RSI hitting one of the lowest points for Bitcoin. He also says the weekly RSI is close to levels that we saw in corrections in the first part of 2017 bull run before Bitcoin hit hyperspace. These are the pauses that refresh a bull market. Ethereum might have a tad further to go, either in time or price, but we are closer to the end of this move than the beginning. You should be adding to your choice of tokens into this. Also, the Ethereum to Bitcoin cross is likely to correct a bit at first. Before breaking out, it is a spectacular base pattern. Little showcase here, looking beautiful. Corrections in a bull market are opportunities and not threats. Good luck. It's going to be quite the year. And Chi Girl says, oh my goodness, if you change this to a monthly chart, it's a cup and handle. Most likely, yes. Yes, it's quite the chart. Just Ethereum looks juicy. Almost any coin versus Bitcoin is looking juicy right now. And guys, all I can say is we are freaking excited about this right now. We are freaking excited about it. We have Maz in the chat with a little check mark. Never seen you before, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I see a little check mark. It pops up, all right? You can see that. Damn, it's Roblox content. Damn. Interesting. Free Robux giveaway live in Roblox. Uh-huh. That doesn't sound too legit. Hey, Morgan, what's up, man? You too late to the party? No, you're not too late. You're a little bit late to the party, but not too late, obviously. Somebody's from Ukraine, Amsterdam, Slovenia, Chutia, South London, Brooklyn, I don't know. Next weekend visit to Amsterdam. Pretty cool, man. Malaysia, UK. Dusty, nice to see your fans are all over the world. You call them fans, I call them family or homies, man. I don't know what else to call you guys. It's just like the majority of you guys are just like, I don't know what it's called, man. Just I consider it to be like a crypto family in that sense. OG was sorting out my profit and loss chat from Patreon. I have no idea what exactly you mean with that, but damn. All right. Professor of Rock, also with the check mark, says, to the moon. Hi from USA. Welcome, Professor of Rock. I like that name. Amsterdam here. Welcome, everybody. You guys are always so amazing, man. You never shout out Norway? Of course I shout out Norway, man. Of course. All right, let's quickly move on with our story here. About the lawsuit, I keep explaining to people it is nearly impossible, at least from my perspective, right? It's nearly impossible for Ripple to lose this lawsuit on the grounds that XRP is a security. It is nearly impossible. John Deaton posted here, there's only one way to achieve that is what is necessary and right. Fight the SEC's clear overreach and absurd claim that Xrp is a security per se and move forward toward a trial. If it looks like the SEC could face a total loss, a career bureaucrat will want to save face and settle. So, Brad Gallinghouse said there's two ways that this lawsuit can end. And obviously they're the two ones which are, also the most best, which is a partial settlement, which most likely would be a partial settlement in the sense that XRP sales from right now in the future would not be considered securities, and they're just going to talk about the past. Part two would be a judge ruling, right? Which would basically mean the judge is going to just say who is right. And that would once more most likely turn out to be Ripple maybe paying a fine and XRP being considered not a security, because whatever you say about the past, let it all be. You can't say the same thing about the future. It's just nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible, in my opinion, to say XRP is still a security right now. You can't make the good argument for it. You just can't. Ferry Gensler will do what his masters tell him to do. He is not on our side. You know what? I'm not really sure about Gary Gensler in that sense. We don't know exactly what he's going to do or what he's going to achieve. Let's just wait it out. Let's just wait out. Let's just wait it out. Let's just wait it out. Hoi gaat je niks aan, the moderator coming back in says, legend, stop donating, man. You keep coming up. Stop it, bro. Save your money, brother. I love you, man. I love you, man. All right, let's see. XR Patience posted April XRP accounts have passed January as the highest month of account creation. Expecting 30% more accounts than January by the end of the month, FOMO will be fierce on XRP's leg up. Or next leg up, I expect large green candles. So he posted this at 3 p.m. yesterday. I think a lot of people said, this didn't last too well. He posted that at 3 p.m. Again, the price saw a little bit of green before seeing some huge red. Then again, we saw even more green right now this morning, though. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Vitauta says, guys, if you are not experienced in trading, try not to trade to make money or to make more XRP, only if you think this trade gonna success. I lost a lot when I had no experience. All I can say about that one is, man, don't trade if you don't know what you're doing. Just keep it in a hodl. And if you're going to trade, it depends. There's still two things, right? You can go for the inverse perpetuals, which basically are coin margined, where you are trading crypto with crypto. In this case, if you're, for example, trading XRP, you're making money in XRP, so you're making basically XRP for trading XRP. If you're doing USDT, you're going to make dollars, right? So if you're trading the Bitcoin pair here, you're not getting paid in Bitcoin, you're getting paid in dollars. There's a big difference between those. If you're really going to bet something, I guess just have a little bit of a small stash of USDT maybe to trade with, which is a little bit safer. Because you shouldn't, change or you shouldn't put your whole entire balance on here and just start trading away with it. It's scary. Do I do that? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Do I trade often? Yes. Do I successfully trade often? Yes. That's the bigger point, of course. If it wasn't successful, I wouldn't do it. But then again, I use a small portion of my entire balance because you don't want to ever risk it all. And even if you deposit everything, you don't have to trade it all at once, right? I'll make a video guide on here pretty soon here. It's so freaking simple though. Easiest thing to go for is just go to market. Again, get your leverage going on exactly whatever you want. It's so freaking simple. There will be a different bar as well if you have money on the account. And you can just type in how much money you want to buy it for. If, for example, you want to buy $1,000 worth. Well, this is your order value then. And the amount that it's really going to cost you depends on your leverage. In this case, it's 50 times leverage. So we need, this divided by 50 is 17 XRP to actually buy it, for example. Not exactly sure if that's how this, I'm not exactly sure if that's the exact science behind it, but that's basically the idea. And this whole account creation, well, the account creation is kind of relevant, but then again, also not. Because an account is made up of multiple parts. I mean, an account you can make, all of us, we can make 1,000 accounts in a day if you really want to. All it takes is a little bit of XRP to open the account, like 20. So it doesn't necessarily say that there's more people more people entering the space. It just might just kind of notice that, well, people are making more accounts. But then again, it kind of says nothing necessarily. It's just in general because there's so many accounts made right now this week or this month that there's a lot of people entering because these are new XRP accounts. But it isn't always the case. It could also be an exchange, for example, doing all of this. It could also be just one person doing all of it. Ty Hewitt says, write out a plan and stick to it. Don't pull away from the goal. You keep your goal, you're golden. Yeah, man, I think so as well. Dusty, do you think I should cancel my 80 cents buy orders? Man, I would always say have some buy orders open, some crazy ones. Just kind of screw it. Like, what happens? What if it happens, That's sometimes what I go for too. I have, for example, not on a leverage, by the way, on normal exchanges, sometimes just having a buy, for example, 56 cents. Why? What if there's some huge candle like this right here where it actually gets bought up? It's worth a try. Sometimes you just put them up. But then again, you need USDT then to actually kind of reserve for that type of stuff. So do not forget that. Le Pew. I said on Twitter 2 hours ago, I didn't even remember that I posted this, but all right. More and more people ask me about Ripple burning the 50 billion XRP escrow. It won't happen unless Ripple waits like 4 years or validators agree on it. It wouldn't be that amazing for the XRP price because the coins aren't in circulation anyway, and no more funding for XP ecosystem from this point on forward. So it wouldn't necessarily be that good. And I keep adding to that point. It wouldn't really be that amazing. It wouldn't. A lot of people out there in the comment section say, Dusty, Ripple burning 50 billion would be the most amazing thing in the world. It would pump the XP price like crazy. It would make us ridiculously rich. I keep telling them, well, that's not really the case. I mean, for what reason would it really pump like crazy then? What will make it pump? Because Ripple then has no more capital to fund XP ecosystem. So that is not the case. They couldn't do it at once, so the validators would have to come together, which, okay, that's interesting. Then 80% would have to say yes for 2 weeks straight. That would be odd, because I never believe 80% would vote on this in such a sense. And then the coins aren't in circulation anyway, so why would the price really pump? Le Pew says, Bitcoin is a haven of value because there are only 22 million and it's mined. First of all, there's 21 million. I don't know where he got this one from. And it's mined. What does that have to do with anything? If Xrp wants to be a haven of value, you need to decrease your coin supply. Perhaps this is why you are thinking of burning Xrp. So I sometimes want to really do something to myself when I read things like this because it makes absolutely no sense. And then once more, guys, I don't want to say you should watch my streams too often, or I don't want to say you should watch my videos. But if your crypto knowledge is really, really, really basic, make sure you do some due diligence. Make sure you check out some videos properly before writing some stuff, because you're sometimes going to look like a stupid ass if you're going to write stuff like this. Once more, I'm always open. You can always tell me something. I will definitely just react honestly to you. But it's a crazy comment, and I don't want you guys to look crazy, right? So make sure you look your stuff up a little bit. All right. We also had SEC sought info on Ripple and Xrp from 20 foreign entities, including trading platforms. To be honest, this one I was actually most surprised by, because it's such a freaking shit show. So how can Ripple be overreaching or harassing the SEC in their own words, but whatever the SEC doing is fine. The SEC is trying to get all their information, it's all fine. But when Ripple's trying to get some info, it's harassment. What a freaking hypocritical little loss, right? What a hypocritical case. It is so crazy right now. But once more, guys, I cannot believe that Ripple would lose this lawsuit. Let's play it once more, right? We cannot. And we're still doing good, boys. We're still pumping it up. We're still doing really amazing. Of course, anything is kind of possible in the short term here. Oh, USMC says, Dusty, these guys in the comment section ask for price predictions. Break out your crystal ball. Ooh, so I might want to purchase a new crystal ball, because mine recently broke, as you guys most likely knew already when I said that in one of the videos. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things which can make the XRP price pump. One of them logically being if XRP gets listed on some exchanges again. That would most likely only happen, though, if they actually win the lawsuit or get some sort of verdict in this lawsuit. What else could really make it pump? I guess if Bitcoin pumps like crazy on its own, if some huge institutions were to pump it, if Elon Musk were to say, I'm bullish on it, if the 30th, the hearing of Xrp, actually is a nice date, which it might be, that could be bullish on it. There's a lot of things short-term, long-term, which could really, drive the price upwards, really. Touch the Sky says, should I sell XP at the end of the day and buy, again, the dip? Well, if you think that's the best choice for you, you should do that then. Rahul says, how is Revolut for trading? Any thoughts on fees, etc.? I'm using it currently as a beginner. Should I switch? Which one is the best? I have no idea how Revolut works. Look it up, man. Look up on the internet. Like, how is Revolut? Because I don't know. What is the best? It depends on your country, depends on your preferences. What define best? Steven says, Ripple wanted the lawsuit, bro. The SEC is helping them hold the hatch down. Don't be fooled. They're all in it together. To a certain degree, that theory has some legitimacy to it. If you start to look at what type of partnership Ripple has and what type of connections they have, you start to more and more doubt that this is all an accident. Because they're so well connected everywhere. It's starting to get kind of odd, right? So there is some legitimacy to that claim. Crypto Bureau says, before you enter the market, have an exit strategy. Know when you want to make your action trade. Do not diverge from it unless it is a calculated move. Have a plan. Do not abandon it out of fear. Well, yes and no. You can definitely enter the crypto market without having a proper plan, but you should build one rather quickly. Unless you're like me, where it's like, well, let's just wait for the riches. But it also depends on how much money you have, how much you're doing on the side, what exactly your goal is in general with crypto investing, because you don't need to have a determined goal, a definite goal, if your goal is to literally just let it sit for a couple of years and check it out. But if you have a plan, for example, okay, I want to use crypto to retire, I want to use crypto to fund my business, and your goal is literally to make some money and then get out, yeah, have a plan. Of course, that's a lot easier than to just buy in and see whenever you're going to sell, because that's going to be a lot harder to do. The reason I'm saying have a plan, which I have built a couple of times before for people as well, I build plans sometimes here and there. None of this is financial advice, by the way, let's quickly make that one time more clear, is if you're going to, for example, let's say you have $10,000 right now, you're going to buy crypto. If you don't have a determined plan, when are you going to sell it? Are you going to sell it once you're down $2,000 and you're done? Or are you going to sell it once you're down $8,000 or you have $2,000 left? Or are you going to keep it then or what? It's difficult because you don't have a plan, you don't know. Are you going to sell all your crypto once you've doubled your money, or tripled your money, or quadrupled your money, or once you've made $1,000 and you're already happy? What would be your plan? Well, if you don't have any, it's going to be really difficult because you're always going to think, oh, My money went from 10,000 to 20, and then it went back to 5,000. Oh, I should have cashed out then. Oh. If your plan was, I'll cash out my crypto at 25,000 and I'll do nothing until it gets there, it's a lot easier because it's like, well, it didn't hit my target yet, so I'm not cashing out anything. And if you're just, just scrolling through, it might be a lot more difficult to hold that thought. Let's quickly see what you guys are saying. USMC says, I sold my house and cars to buy XRP. I now live in a cardboard box with my wife and son, XP to the moon. That is the freaking goal, my brother. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Cardboard box, brothers. Everybody in the chat. Cardboard box. That's the way to live, everybody. Kids, just buy them a separate cardboard box. Wife, does she even need a cardboard box? I mean, we already had two. No, I'm just kidding, man. But I also always say, don't compromise your health for a little bit of... don't compromise your health for a little bit of money, even if it's a lot of money. Because if you think about a Warren Buffett, anything like that, of course he has so much money that it's a different scenario, a different story. But man, he would literally give almost all his money away for a couple years extra, maybe, right? Or just to be a couple years younger, for example. I would always say grind your ass off, make sure your life is as stress-free as possible. But I would always say as well, don't overdo it. Don't go for the cheapest of the cheapest food just because you want to have a little bit more money to invest. Make sure you are healthy with all of it, Somebody says cardboard box with air conditioning. That is exactly how I feel. All right. Cardboard box with gardens. Yeah, I mean, you can just walk around, right? You can go to a park, put your cardboard box down. You have a really big garden. Most analysts are saying another big dip. Yeah, most logical would be that we're going to dip right now, like around this time, purely because we've already gone up such a huge amount on XRP. We've already gone up about 36%. So coming back down again a little bit wouldn't be too odd, right? It would not be. Uh-oh. There's a lot happening right now on this chart. Okay, I can't even see anything. So yeah, most logical would be to come back down. Then again, does it have to? No, it doesn't have to. We can literally have one of the breakouts happening right now. We explained it on the 1-day chart. On the 4-hour, we've already got confirmation of something really bullish happening. The signs are really there that we're just breaking out and going ham, because this is the first breakout ever since this downtrend basically occurred the 14th. So there's literally a breakout, a really heavy one at that as well. But on a daily perspective, we haven't broken it just quite yet. We have broken out, but we haven't confirmed our breakout. So I wouldn't be trading it if it was only on this time frame, right? So that's what we're waiting for. On a weekly and almost any perspective, things are still looking good. If you want a really most bullish scenario ever, we would want to encompass this to actually get above $1.43 and get an engulfing candle here, because that would be an amazing basically turnaround again. That would be really bullish if it were to get above 143 again and just close above there. But beggars can't be choosers, huh? Beggars can't be choosers. On a weekly perspective, things are still looking really beautiful. It just looks like it's a minor correction before, going further. Basically, it's the same thing as what we've seen so many times before. Even December of 2020 here. Look at that. Not December. What's this? The February of 2021 here. Because this is, of course, with the lawsuit as well. But this area here, yeah, it was kind of the start for before the propeller took off, or the propelling, whatever. Babble mouth, babbling. Yeah, man. Better press the channel off if you think I'm babbling. You don't want to hear it. Dusty gets paid by Ethereum to keep telling people to buy Xrp. How would that make sense? How would that? I don't really. I can't see the sense in that one just quite yet. Paid by Ethereum to keep telling people to buy Xrp. 1 + 1 = 2. All right. If you are upset when the price goes down, you are the same person who buys falling knives or FOMO buy. The drops are a blessing. At least I personally see the drops as a blessing. I see it as a really good thing so we can make more money in the long run. But again, everybody has a different approach to all of this, right? Okay, somebody should just send me a DM. Hey man, was wondering if you also have a channel for poo coins in the Discord. What? What is that? What a question is that? Poo coins. Mamba for Life says, any news on the court case? I will update you guys in 2 days from now, because there's one document coming out in 2 days, and the 30th, there is the hearing. So no, there was supposed to be a date today, but it's been moved 2 days in the front. So no legal action right now. And by the way, guys, I keep reminding you guys, if you're so thirsty to follow this type of stuff and to really press the like button on this, you might have to just tune out of my channel as well. Just get your ass out of here. Because crypto candy, crypto mommy, XRP mommy, whatever. Oh, so freaking dumbass. But again, that type of stuff sells, right? So I guess I should expect it. I shouldn't hate on it. By the way, we were just at 600 likes. It's back at 500. You guys seeing what this means? It's freaking YouTube taking the likes down. Once more, make sure you quickly check if you are subscribed to the channel right now, because they're also taking subscriptions off. Not kidding, not trying to bait you. It's literally happening. And I don't necessarily know why. I think if too many people press the like button at the same press the like button or subscribe button at the same time, it takes it off again. Right now, we have 13 more subscribers to go to get to 103,000. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you press that button. But once more, make sure you check if you are subscribed still. All right, let's see what other article we had here. Ripple price forecast, XRP ready to break out of the downward channel. We actually did break it and broke it quite hard. Once more on a 4-hour even. Let's quickly check that one once more. 4-hour. Yeah, we broke out at almost any time frame for that matter. We just broke out, was really bullish. Things should be clearing up, but again, it's also going to depend on Bitcoin most likely. Bitcoin's pattern is a little bit less clear, but still beautiful. Let's quickly go take a little bit of a look at Bitcoin right now, if we can. There we go. Let's go to a daily perspective right now. Again, Bitcoin is a little bit less beautiful, but still beautiful. And Bitcoin is showing a lot more oversold territory. Again, this would have been a nice buy on the RSI, literally. Again, if we were to just follow RSI, we should have bought right there. Would have been actually one of the perfect dips as well. Let's quickly check it out here. No, it's actually a lot harder to draw it for Bitcoin, huh? Since that one has really been, it doesn't look as heavy. Then again, okay, let's quickly draw our line in anyway. It's a little bit more difficult to put this one in. Maybe on a shorter term time frame. Let's quickly check it out. Okay, so Bitcoin basically going on like so. Let's just. I guess it's somewhat like this, right? But we also broke out, also got some confirmation. I double dipped. All right. All right, by the way, in the chat box, never tell somebody how much crypto you have. It's never smart to do. Luke asks, hey Dusty, do you sell a certain amount of percentage during an uptrend to buy back during the downtrend, or do you only put in new money? Well, do you sell during the uptrend to buy back during the downtrend? It depends. You know, I actually, for example, in a downtrend here, you could actually buy the dip and then sell a little bit later again. And if you didn't get the chance to, for example, buy this dip but you bought right here, you wait for another dip buy and then you sell the tip once more. I mean, there's so much that you can do. There's no one right answer. You can do a lot of things. And I often kind of mix and match. I do a lot of different stuff. Why do you think XRP is still bullish? Oh man, don't get me started on that story today. Oh, there's so much happening with XRP. For one part, it's just a lot better than Bitcoin and Ethereum in essence. Second part, I guess, is that they have a really interesting lawsuit going on, which we are watching really closely and we think they're going to win. That would be a huge increase in price. Then on the shorter term of the lawsuit, we have some really beautiful dates. And every time that XRP, Ripple, I guess, overcomes a hurdle in the lawsuit, things go bullish. So, yeah, it's just, you know, tick them off for yourself. It's just really beautiful right now. Fear is a dream killer. Stay diamond-handed. Yeah. To be honest, I just have diamond hands. We'll take whatever is going to happen. We are just making money regardless. I know it. You can also look into staking your coins if you have different crypto which are stakeable or lendable. You can definitely look into that to make some money whilst you're holding. I have really made a big mistake in the past where I didn't lend any crypto out or didn't really, you know, stake any crypto. Where between 2017 and 2020, I had the same amount of money with 3 years in the midst, right? And I learned there, like, ooh, I'm doing something wrong. And that is because, well, if you are only hodling your crypto without either buying a lot more, or, getting more coins because of staking, then you're just kind of wasting your time, I think. Because then you're always going to have this feeling of like, ooh, I should have just sold back then. It would have saved me 3 years of my life. And that money that you sold back then could have made you more money right now. Hey guys, never put your money, never put your amount of Xrp or anything like that in the chat box. People might come after you, so it's not safe to do. Dusty, what do you think about XDC? XDC is definitely something I hold. Let's put it like that. It's good of a coin. It's Asian, so there's a couple issues in that sense that adoption is working differently. For example, we're seeing the same thing with VeChain and the LVMH. Somebody else says, what do you think about Algorand? Algorand has some cool partnerships going on. I do like it. I'm not a really big holder, but I do like that part. Matthew says, sorry, Dustin, stop saying stupid stuff. What did you just say then? Did you say something stupid? Or was that you on Twitter? Was this you? I'm not sure. When do you think the Ripple versus SEC battle will end? I don't know about that, man. If you, I don't know. Well, let's see. Let's wait. Let's see. Right? Why do you need a date for that type of stuff? Let's wait and see. I mean, people are asking me again about SafeMoon. I see it a lot. The only thing I can say about SafeMoon is if you're going to hold it, make sure you have a short-term plan. So make sure that if you are, basically buying it, that you have a quick little plan to sell your coins again as well. If you're buying SafeMoon for the longer term, we're not on the same page. Because I would be scared once the price goes down. I would think it would never go up again. Why are there so many spiritual stuff, numerology, mysticism, etc. being projected on XP right now? Because people are seeing connections and people are noticing, for example, the whole lawsuit and stuff like that are so odd in the sense that it is done in such a strange fashion. The SEC is showing so much weakness. Ripple has such big connections. It's also strange. And if you start to kind of relate that to the whole CV19 ordeal, plus the fact that the gematria can just, really add up sometimes for people, yeah, that's when you start to speculate. That's when people start to speculate. That's when things start to go that route. So, yeah, is it really going to happen? I don't know about that. But it's about the idea, right? And it's also what keeps people going. The idea that Xrp, for example, is going to become the world's digital reserve currency at $10,000 per coin, which a lot of these guys like to believe. I'm not going to be a dream killer. I'm not going to say it won't happen, but I'm not waiting for it. Crypterium, what do you think about it, Dusty? I bought Crypterium in the ICO, but I lost my money because they have bad support. So I don't like Crypterium, but then again, David Swartz does own it, hold it, and there are some connections between Crypterium and, crypto adoption. I guess they're doing pretty good, but I don't like them that much myself. No, some people are like, the full moon is in 2 days, so XRP is going to the moon. Like, what is wrong with those people? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Okay, let's quickly ask here. Do you guys think XRP will go to $10,000 per coin? Let's quickly see this. Let's quickly see if you guys think XRP is going to hit $10,000 per thing. I need to check it out, right? I need to see what you guys are up to now, what you're thinking. Okay. Ooh. This is an interesting comment section. Usually you guys are all over one line, but right now you aren't. Ooh. Okay, so there's the majority of people said no, but there's actually there's quite a lot of people who said yes or maybe. Ooh. Huh. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to give you guys my 2 cents on it, right? Because there's a lot of people who are saying here. Somebody says holding till 35,000. Oh my days, man. Whew. So hopefully you guys have at least at one point or another watched my videos explaining why I think 10,000 is a really interesting thing to talk about. It is mostly because if you imagine a system like it is right now, it is not going to happen. Which basically means, like, let's say within now and a year, it is impossible. No, maybe we shouldn't say impossible, but really, extremely improbable. Even for a longer term, it's extremely, extremely improbable. Why? Mostly because of market cap restrictions, mostly just because it doesn't make any sense for it to be that much money locked inside. Unless you're talking about literally Xrp taking over the entire motherfrickin' financial system, becoming a heavily adopted crypto, mostly in comparison to the US dollar. So if the US dollar were to, for example, inflate like crazy because of their massive printing, I mean, US debt right now is 29 billion. In 4 years, it's going to be going to 50 trillion. In the next 10 years, it could be 100 trillion. Maybe if that goes on for a little while and you see an Xrp really take over, yeah, I mean, maybe the $10,000 per Xrp is actually in real value worth about $500, for example, like 20 times as little. In those types of scenarios, I guess things are possible. But if you're talking about the way that it is right now, just Xrp per coin valued at 10,000, I personally don't really see that happening. Is it possible? I mean, I almost think it's possible, but I wouldn't expect it. Let's say it like that. I wouldn't expect something like that to happen purely because it's you guys get it. I think I don't have to explain it more to you. But you never know. You're right, guys. You're right. You never know. You shouldn't say never because you never know. But I'm just saying, don't wait for it. Don't have your prediction of, okay, I'm gonna wait for Xrp at 35,000. Because on some degree, I guess, US dollars are pretty damn dumb. I'm definitely not a fan of hoarding USD because if they can just always print more and there's no cap to it ever, it's pretty stupid to have that, right? Because it's literally just gonna keep getting more worthless as time moves on. And some people are saying here, they said that about Bitcoin as well. It is basically the same thing as saying, do you think Bitcoin can, for example, hit about $100 million per coin? If you say yes to that one, then we're on the same page. If you don't think Bitcoin can hit 100 million, then saying XP is going to go to 10,000 is kind of the same, type of scenario. At least in my opinion, it is. Oh, sorry. Actually, in the same type of terms, if we're talking about the same distribution of market cap right now, XRP would be at 500 million per coin if XRP were to be at 10,000. But again, of course, Bitcoin right now is 20 times as big. So if we divide Bitcoin to the same relative, greatness as XRP divided by 20-ish, yeah, let's do 20-ish. That would mean about 25 million per Bitcoin. Because people say, if Bitcoin can go to 10,000, XP can too. It doesn't work that way, guys. It doesn't work that way. My thoughts, by the way. My thoughts, only an opinion, not official anything. Just my thoughts. They said about Bitcoin. Once more, guys, if you're talking about $10, $50, $100 per XRP, it's difficult or different, but it's not the same thing because there's, of course, a lot less coins in this sense. You just in this sense, even though market cap doesn't reflect exactly the possibilities, can Bitcoin go to 100 trillion market cap? Obviously, I mean, there's no restriction to that, so that times 100 is, for example, possible. Let's say even one layer upwards, right? So 1,000 trillion, how much does that become? A quadrillion? Is that theoretically speaking possible? Maybe. I'm not going to say it isn't. But want to take it even further than that? Well, let's take it back, right? Let's see once we get closer to it, because right now it's really not within our reach. And it's the same thing for a lot of these things right now in just our predictions, our system. It's like you can't really imagine XP at $100 because we're not close to it at all to just really fetch it, right? Market cap basically just means the price per coin times the amount of coins. It's not really important, the market cap, because there's no real restrictions in it. The people don't need to have enough money for it. But it does give some indication. For example, a 10,000 quadrillion market cap, that's of course a little bit less likely to ever occur because it's just so much. Then again, we don't even know the market cap for currencies in that sense, because how much is the US dollar worth, right? That's difficult, very much so. So again, I'm going to say there's always things open. It's always open. I'm never going to say it can't happen, anything like that, as you guys most likely know. But this is a little bit more far-fetched, and this is not within our short-term grasp here of where the prices are heading, all right? So, Yeah. And again, yes, market cap is not the money spent. No. Market cap could go up by $1 billion with only $1 worth of influx. So this real number itself doesn't mean too much. Because let's say we have we have two scenarios, right? For example, right now we have 46 billion coins and $1.25 per coin. If one exchange is like, you know what, we want to increase this. And for example, instead of all these other prices use the Matic versus Xrp pair to determine the price, all of a sudden the market cap is, let's say, 20% higher without really any money coming in. Because the money here, it's freaking 16,000 volume a day. In comparison to all those billions, it's really nothing. So with $16,000, you could increase the market cap by 20%, which in this case could be, for example, $12 billion. For almost, for $16,000, that could be, for example. Another part is if all of a sudden 1 billion coins were added to the circulation, the market cap goes up by 1 billion times 1.25. Without necessarily anything really changing, without anything actually happening too much. It's just because one coins were built, all of a sudden there's a lot more money in circulation. Conquers says, Dusty, have you noticed on Live CoinWatch XRP is the only one accounting for Korean price exchange? Why do you think that is? If XRP is the only pair here that has that Korean exchanges in there, that's because I asked then, because I sent a message on Twitter saying, hey, add Korean exchanges, said, okay, we'll do that. So if XRP is the only one who has it on here, that's most likely my doing. Because I DM'd them saying, hey, why is the Koreans one not on there? They said, hey, we fixed it 2 times. We actually did that. If you're talking about why Live CoinWatch is one of the only places who has Korean exchanges in there at all, it's because Korean exchanges are always inflated. So a lot of places like CoinMarketCap don't want to have them on there because the price doesn't match up. And they use specific metrics to make the price as accurate for your specific area. Vision Quest says, XRP will eventually do trillions of dollars worth of transactions per day. Use your head, guys. All right. Dusty, can you look at the XRP 24-hour volume compared to Bitcoin volume? On Live CoinWatch, XRP is 8.8 billion, Bitcoin 30. It will be different on any exchange aggregator as well, right? Live CoinWatch has different volumes than CoinMarketCap. And that will always be the case. Nope, there's 3 scenarios. The last is when I reject... Oh. Just quickly checking through you guys' chats. How much of the 380 USD IPO, it wasn't even an IPO anymore. How much of the 380, let's call it direct listing, Coinbase price is due to XRP profits from Coinbase made on selling us unregistered securities? They go public without knowing. This is very suspicious. Misha, I have no idea what you're saying right now. I have literally no clue what you meant at all. I have no clue. Alright, let's also ask another little question. Are you guys bullish or bearish right now on XRP? For the short term, let's call it over the next 3 weeks. Do you guys think the price will be higher than it is right now or lower? And people in the chat box said, Trump said buy XRP. If you're watching that stupid ass channel too, please get off my channel here. Inform yourself with good sources, good information. Don't quote stupid ass stuff that's fake. Or don't post stupid ass stuff that people are just trying to sell you to get views or get attention. Verify stuff with your own brain. Don't just assume because people told you so that it is real. That is why I always try to show you guys exactly where I got the info from. Exactly. So you can verify it for yourself. All right. The majority of you guys are bullish. There's some people bearish, and logically so. So if you're wondering what's the most important thing to watch right now, what's going on, the 30th of April here is going to be the most important day to watch specifically for XRP. Obviously, the price might react earlier due to Bitcoin. But for XRP on its own, that is the most important date because we have a lawsuit hearing going on that day. What does it mean when XRP break $1.20? Nothing really. Everything is just going according to plan. Things are breaking out, as can obviously be seen. Odin says, I don't even have to say if I'm bullish or not. You already know. You're right about that one. You're right about that one. Are you able to live stream the 30th? I want to. I definitely want to because I'll be flying out the 31st, so I'm not exactly sure. Not the 31st, of course. The 1st, the day afterwards. Stupid ass me. So I'm not exactly sure if I will be able to do it for long, but we will definitely live stream somewhere throughout the 30th to talk about the whole lawsuit deal, right? We have to. Hey, by the way, guys, we are 3 subscribers away from hitting 103,000. If you haven't pressed the subscribe button yet, make sure you press it. Then we are at 103,000, which is already insane to me as well. It's freaking crazy, man. So much support, so many homies in this chat box all the time. Of course we have to live stream on the 30th. Of course we have to. Not exactly sure what time just quite yet, but we will. Christine Rigby 1 posted, how much do you think XRP will reach in the next months? That is such a difficult question to answer because you and I most likely already know there's so much going on for it. So the most important thing to watch is, in my opinion, the lawsuit. And we don't know what exact things are going to be popping up regarding this lawsuit over the next couple of weeks / months, right? So what then can I say? I can only tell you like, okay, we have these dates coming up that we already know of. But if you're talking a couple of months, there's so much stuff happening that it's already impossible. And then from the same perspective, yeah. There's also Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin breaking out or not? Are we entering to a bear market or not? Because we have broken out just now, but is this going to last or no? It's all going to matter for the bigger picture, right? Right now it's looking like we've broken out and things are really looking juicy, but you never really know. So I can't give you a longer-term price. It's just impossible for me to do that. It would just be a miscellaneous guess, but that has no real validity to the claim. That does you no good. We should actually pop up a 1-minute Xrp chart because you guys always request that, to have just a 1-minute Xrp here, just so we can quickly notice what is going on the minute chart. So a little setup here is Xrp on an hourly left top, Ethereum hourly right top, Bitcoin hourly left bottom, and Xrp 1 minute right bottom. So we can kind of see what's going on right now. 1 minute. Yeah. You got to pump it up. You got to know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Are you positive for XP to win the case? Your personal opinion. Man, I think a lot of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, man. Because when I see some of you guys' comments, I think you have never seen my videos before. Which is not a bad thing, I get that, but I'm so extremely bullish on the lawsuit. You should have known. Can we get some background tunes? It's not possible for right now. The people spoke and said no more background music because they didn't like it. Maybe soon again though, but not for right now. What are your predictions for the 30th? I will make a video on that soon. I'll just explain everything so you don't have to keep asking me, because people keep asking. So we'll make a video on that specifically. Israel Contreras says, what did Ripple XRP do to catch the attention of the SEC? Thank you, Dusty. So, kind of short version in that sense is they were supposedly selling unregistered securities. And they have been in supervision of the SEC for the last 7 years. It's only now, all of a sudden, which we don't know necessarily why, that the SEC, the last day of Jay Clayton's reign, decided to sue them because they felt it was necessary. But what caught their attention? Well, of course, any company in the crypto space is already under SEC attention because you're handling money. And, well, yeah, it's just, I don't really know, and nobody really knows why they're being sued right now. But I guess Ripple also wanted it because they wanted proper clarity. And you must also think about it. Ripple has talks with the SEC every single week. So does a lot of these companies. They have it every single week. They must, because they're billion-dollar companies. And never to our understanding was it brought up that they're doing something illegal until they sued them. And then that was Israel with the $5. There's also Worldwide 1873 who said, targets for selling Xrp and what percentage of holdings? I don't have those. I would not do that. I would most likely think about selling some Xrp at $12, $13. Most likely like $12 something. I would sell a couple maybe. But yeah, that's mostly for the memes though. I wouldn't sell it because I'm done with Xrp. I wouldn't sell it because I think that's the end. I would most likely just sell it because, well, maybe just for fun. I don't know. Lee says my hands are made of diamonds. Yeah, exactly. And in my opinion as well, a lot of this stuff right now which is happening is just to scare people off, make them lose money. If you're looking at the waves here and the way that things are moving, this is not just retail. A lot of this is big money, meant to scare you, meant to make you sell, meant to get you out of the space. I think today we can actually hit 1,000 likes on this video today, by the way. Why sell at $12? It's something which we've talked about for a longer time. It's basically just when a lot of things come together. Let me quickly show you guys a longer term Xrp chart. Let me quickly bring it up here. Yeah, here's for example. I think here's an example of Xrp. We'll quickly show you guys, right? So here's Xrp movement from 2017 up to 2021. If we take the Fibonacci from the lowest point in 2020 to the highest point in 2017, we're noticing there's a couple extension levels from Fibonacci, right? One of them comes here to around the 3.618 at $12.58. Important level, a lot of people will be selling right here. Another one comes here at about 4.236 Fibonacci, or about $14.75-ish, $15. If we compare it to Bitcoin, which I also have here hopefully for you guys, if you kind of compare the highest point in 2017 to the lowest point in 2020, these levels, which have the same, area, the $12.50 coincides with Bitcoin at 61,000, and the 4.236 coincides with Xrp hitting like $15, 14.7. These are at 61,000 and 71,000. If you're selling some right here, it's definitely not a crazy move. It's kind of the same thought that we had for Bitcoin. Just selling some of these huge extension levels because they're most likely going to face some rejection over there or some resistance. And you might be able to buy some back or just enjoy your life a little bit because you made a ton of money. Should you? I mean, that's a really personal thing, right? You shouldn't do anything, but it could. And you might just want to cash out, for example. I don't know how much Xrp you have, right? Maybe you just want to cash out a couple $1,000s, buy something cool with it. Maybe you want to start your own business. I don't know. What do you think of those crazy YouTubers who say XP will go to 50,000? We've discussed that a couple minutes ago here. I just think a lot is possible, but there needs to be some proper backing for it. If they can't back up their claim properly, it's just thin air. Same thing for the 35,000 XP prediction. That's just thin air. It makes no sense. It's not based upon anything in the real world. That number is just taken out of somewhere without any proper diligence. There's no real backing to that number. We still have 2 more subscribers to go to get to 103,000. If you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you press that little button on the freaking channel. And you guys are all amazing. You guys are all family, as you already know. All right, every single one of you, I appreciate you so much for chatting here all the time. Malik here, you always come in as well. I see your name come up every single time. Pretty fun to see a lot of you guys just being regulars here, since we stream almost every day right now. It's pretty funny. Christine says, I think XP could reach $40 in the next few months if the SEC case is won. Okay, that's a pretty high prediction. That's pretty high. Okay, so here's an interesting thing which I see very often. It is Esteban Rodriguez who says, okay, hi Dusty, or he says, I'm a young investor. Is 100 XRP okay? What can I reply to that? I have no idea what exactly you want me to tell you. You want me to say no? No. Or when you say yes, what is my yes or no going to do for you? So just, what can I say there? No, man, you should really have more than 100. Or no, man, 100 is a lot. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know what your distribution is looking like. Do you have multiple crypto? Do you not? What is your style of investing? What is everything? I don't have anything. What can I say there? If you have a freaking $10 million, then 100 XP might not be a lot of money. But then again, if you have only $100, then 100 XP is more than you have, so that would be a lot. Is it okay? Why would it not be okay? Why would it be too much? Why would it be too little? What can I say about that? Please, guys, think about it. If you're going to ask me something that there should be a logical response to your question. If there isn't, what can I do? I can't help you in any way, shape, or form. So why even bother asking then? Unless some people just go in there actually to flex, for example, saying, is 50,000 XP enough? But even then, what do you mean with enough? What do you mean with okay? Matthew coming in with the $2 and the coming soon. Thank you for the support, my brother. Crypto Bureau says, I just found you today, Dusty. I'll be a regular. Great perspective, explanations, and engagement. Yeah, I mean, the engagement is something which I don't see that many channels do. A lot of them are just to give you a story and then are done. I think it's really important to just chat back with people. But then again, I also think that gets our general viewers a lot lower, as a lot of people also might hate it. They might hate that I just don't go on with the story and I keep, some time to talk with people. It's a 50-50. And Theory became a supporter to the channel. Theory BT. Welcome, my brother. Welcome, my brother. I like the BT in your name. I like that. You guys are all memeing me with the, is this enough? Is this enough? I like that. Travis says, the best way to get rich is to get rich slow. Buy an investment as often as you get extra funds and wait. XRP is a great investment, which means buying frequently and holding. I agree with that. I also agree with getting rich slow is a lot better than getting rich quick. If you get rich really quickly, you're more prone to spending on stupid stuff. It's really the truth. It's really the truth. If you work for it piece by piece, you see it growing piece by piece. It's a lot harder to spend it than if you all of a sudden get 100K in your bank account. It's like, ooh, okay, let me quickly, Hey guys, we hit 103,000 subs. Little clap for everybody here in the family right now. Woo! I know to some of you guys it might not feel really special, but every 1,000 here is just unimaginably crazy in my opinion. It's just so crazy how there is such a ridiculous amount of support here, such a ridiculous amount of people in our little community, our little family. I still remember at the start of this month, we were at like 80. So this is still unimaginable. In my opinion, it is, huh? Huh. What a crazy day. All right, let's quickly see here, guys. Do you have any other crypto that you'd like me to talk about? Because I'm sometimes thinking maybe I should actually talk about multiple different crypto on the channel as well. Because I cover XRP all the time, but it's not the only crypto that I hold. It's just the crypto that I'm most excited about. You guys know what I mean? But should I also give an update here and there, for example, on VeChain and stuff like that? Some coins that I really love as well. Because you guys ask about them all the time in the chat box, but I don't really make videos on them too often. Maybe I should, right? But VeChain is, for example, one of my favorite coins, and I'm thinking maybe I should do an update on it. And ADA too, for example. Cardano is really some of my favorite stuff. Ethereum is really a good coin to hodl as well. Your second most loved? Yeah. Okay, but somebody says, I'm only here for XRP though. Pro Sapiens says, I'm only here for XRP, bro. Huh, that's interesting. Let's quickly also do a little bit of a poll here. Which one of you guys only holds XRP? So no, only XRP, no other single crypto out there. Megan says, when you get all quiet, I think something happened to the feed. You should wrestle some papers around or make some sort of noise when you stop to think. Yeah, I keep thinking about that too. Maybe I should just that's one thing with my live stream here, that it's only, me talking. There's no real background noise, nothing like that. So whenever I stop here, I understand that you're thinking, did something go wrong? Because sometimes I'm not even thinking of just reading, but all I can do is just keep talking then I guess when I'm reading it. It's a little bit difficult. Everybody who says only XRP, that's definitely not my type of style, just so you know, right? I don't have 100% into XRP. I don't think that's a really smart thing to do. Just quickly letting you guys know. But there is a really big family for only Xrp. I think that is pretty interesting how that moves along. My Xrp is staying in my wallet for a few years, so I have my Xrp for later and my other crypto for when I want. All right, that's also a strategy, man. I mean, there's a lot of strategies which work. Let's quickly see if there's anything really interesting that we missed here earlier. This was our crypto trader cheat sheet, our phasing right now, the way we talked about it. We have Bitcoin still coming up, by the way. XRP coming down a little bit, but in the end, it's still coming up. If you think about it, it's just literally the movement. We had, again, the Xrp winning this lawsuit is kind of a 99%er. A lot of accounts are being made. XRP right now is breaking records again in terms of the last year or so. A lot of accounts are being made. I will talk about this in another video here. I got you guys. I'll elaborate a little bit more on that. Once more, I have also made a video with this in it. Xrp ain't gonna lose the freaking lawsuit. It's just impossible. The SC is so strange with all of this. And this was interesting. Binance to add stocks of Apple, Microsoft, and MicroStrategy as tradable tokens. They already got some shit on their heads for having tradable stocks, or I would say tokenized stocks, but they're going to add more. Binance is really becoming one of the biggest platforms out there. Really, it's starting to go huge. Now let's quickly see here on Crypto Panic. I don't really use this website too often, but sometimes, I guess in a live stream it might be interesting to quickly see if there's anything funny happening. Hey, first NFL player to convert his entire 2021 salary to Bitcoin. Who cares about that? I don't. America's largest RV dealer to start accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's no Xrp in there, so I don't really care. JP Morgan may roll out its first Bitcoin fund this summer. Interesting. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Giant American wine seller now accepts Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum. Again, a big FU in the face to Xrp, huh? It's always like that. It's always like that. It's always like that. It's pretty interesting. I do think that once Xrp does get the clarity that there will most likely be quite a lot more of these places, which will also add XP to the list. Because right now it's Bitcoin and Ethereum at the top. They sometimes have Litecoin or Dogecoin as well, but those aren't really properly regulated either. You know, once they get the clarity, it might be a really big thing then, huh? I think at least. Chinese online retail giant JD.com adopts digital yuan for salary payments. Okay. A lot of interesting stuff has been happening here. Crypto market pumping. Can't... Oh, that's a video. Are my videos on here as well? I don't think so, huh? But his video shows up. Why don't mine? I just like, hey. Nah, whatever. Whatever, guys, whatever. Maybe I should put the videos on a website as well, and then I'll get them done. Whatever. XP pumping. Let's quickly check it out. Yeah, we coming back up. Not too beautiful. Oh, I guess we have a really nice candle here popping off on XRP. Okay. You know what? I'll make another video on ADA and VeChain, as you guys have heavily requested that. I'll definitely be making an update on those ones, as you guys requested it like crazy. I got you guys. I got you. Whale alert. Is there anything on Whale alert? Let's quickly check it out as well. By the way, this is my Twitter. If you want to follow me on there, it is the.tvc. If you are interested in it, you can go check it out. We're almost at 20K as well on there. That's going crazy. Let's see if Whale alert has posted something new, interesting. No. Not for Xrp, huh? No. Okay. Nothing interesting for Xrp, just posted, I guess, one here 2 hours ago. Unknown wallet to BTC Turk. I have no idea what the frick that's supposed to be. Is that an exchange? I have no... let's quickly translate this, see what it means. Got high on whales. I've never used BTC Turk. I've never heard about it even. The army here is going crazy, the Turkish army over on Twitter. Holy smokes. Yeah, all right. All right, so I'm not gonna do a review on Win. I think that platform is pretty, not that amazing. But I would definitely update you guys on Vet Ada. Yeah, whatever, man. There's a couple things coming up. I'm gonna end the stream right now. I think we've done a good job here. I'll see you guys a little bit later in another update pretty soon. Hopefully, we've pumped and we're still really excited about everything. But there's some more stuff coming out, right? So you guys just all take care and stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel right now if you haven't done it just quite yet. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to remind you guys again. And can we quickly get to 1,000 likes before I leave right now? If you haven't pressed the like button yet, make sure you press the like button. We are at 800 and something. We are at 813. No, I don't think so. But yeah. If you want to, press the like button real quick so the people after the live stream still will get more notified of this little thing. Morgan says, cheers, brother. Have a good evening. I'll probably go to bed now. Damn, man, you should. You should definitely go to bed. Crazy guy. Always up late, huh? Yeah. But all right, man. Again, as I just said, make sure you check out the channel more often. I do a lot of videos every single day, so stick around, come by, and yeah, whatever. In our minds, we had 1K likes. It's all good. See you guys again in another stream, boys. Thank you all for tuning in, and see you guys again in another one.